wheel.
Yeah, you know.
Good evening or afternoon, wherever you live. The Unprofessional Professional Sports Podcast coming at you. And we got Bo Crouch through the steering wheel. And it's awesome. I love it. We get to see you every time, you don't turn the steering wheel, you compare. It's like a hide and go seek thing.
I feel like that is the right amount of seeing me, is mostly blocked.
I was looking to get one of those actually for my studio here.
Wouldn't that'd be cool? Yeah.
How's this? Does this work?
There you go. Yeah.
You're the neighbor. You're the neighbor from Home Improvement.
That's right.
There you go.
I'm Wilson.
Gotta look above it.
Yeah, you got to be right here.
Well, I did it the wrong way.
I am BA along with Keith Ingle, James J. Train Martin, and of course Bo Crouch, who's playing hide and seek at steering wheel. How is everybody doing today? It is a good Wednesday, at least where I'm at. I don't know about where you're at, but yeah, it's a good day over here. How about you guys?
Beautiful day here. Rain this morning, but beautiful day now.
Yeah.
It's going to be about 95 today here in Seattle. And I had an early game. The Storm did not win, but I'm already done with the day, so I'm going to go collect my wife and my dog and go hang out at the lake.
Nice.
Yeah.
It was like 71 over there. Wasn't that warm?
Yeah, it's nice here. I don't think it got up to 74, 5 here. It's real nice. The night was real nice and everything. I'm getting sick of that 90-degree weather. I gotta go to Texas, so that's not going to be helping me any.
No, you're all set.
But anyway, oh yeah, pretty much that 2 weeks of 90-degree weather. Yeah. Hey, does anybody, or do they care, where LeBron is going? Because I swear, Miami just slipped up. They had an intro video that should have never been played by their PR department. Oops. Stating that he's going to come there. But, yeah, July 27th was the date on that. He's mum.
I care where he goes. I care where he goes, but are we going to get like another decision broadcast like we got when he went to Miami the first time? Because we don't need that. Let's just make a decision already.
Yeah, he's not going to make a decision.
Whoa, Bo, slow down.
Man, I just about watched somebody get lit up.
That'd have been good for the show ratings.
Man, it would have been loud because it would have been right next to my window. It would have been real loud.
Yikes.
On the spot.
Yeah, LeBron, look, I'm a fan, but am I concerned with where he's going at this point? My man's 42, so I mean, I guess you got to figure he's doing things. He's not doing things the young age LeBron. He's doing things I'm entering into the Social Security LeBron. So James, this is the way he's done every one of these moves. He drags it out and milks it for every bit of drama, if you will, that he can get. This is what, and it ticks people off, right? Just make your decision. Well, we knew. I think the decision was the only thing. I mean, we knew he went to Cleveland when he quit. He went to Cleveland. They went talk. He and Pat talked in for a short time in I guess in Las Vegas or whatever. But he ended up going back to Cleveland and Los Angeles. That was a big deal. I mean, we knew that was a big deal. But we didn't. This is the longest that we've had to wait for LeBron.
It is a big deal. I don't, and I'm not disagreeing with that. And I like LeBron. I stick up for LeBron a lot. But these are little things that I think tick people off about LeBron.
Yeah.
And you're right. It's been worse as he's gotten to the back end of his career.
Yeah, I mean,
I really thought about it when he came in the league. I really did.
And about as old too. So there you go.
He's basketball Aaron Rodgers. Like that's.
There you go.
Without the drug-induced cave endeavors, right?
No mushrooms. Yeah. No, I don't think so. He just drinks his wine.
Better shape than Aaron Rodgers, I can tell you that.
He became a Jet after coming out of the cave. So don't do those drugs. That's bad.
Yeah. And what tells me that LeBron is still relevant is that they still want him to play. They want the schedule put out because he's got to play at some point. Christmas and then all these other games. They got to make schedule around him because again, he's still relevant. Mm-hmm. At 40, he'll be 42 in December. For sure, it's what it is.
But does it ultimately matter? Not really.
Hey, it could be his last year too, so you know he's going to milk this for everything. I mean,
it won't.
Give the man that at least.
No, I think it will. I think it will, man. I think this will be probably his last one. This might be his last one.
No way. He's going to have two because he's going to want the opportunity to play with this other kid. Well, and so this is the conspiracy theory is even if that doesn't happen, he has talked about wanting to be part of the ownership group for the Aces or for the Vegas team coming in. So if he is on a roster for 2 more years, he would retire just in time to be part of the ownership group for a new team that starts in 28.
I don't want him in the East. I don't want him in the East. Keep him out West. As a Knicks fan, I really don't want him in the East. We don't need any.
You've seen too much. You've seen too much of LeBron in the East.
Because he can play still, right? I mean, I don't understand if people just say go away because you're done. You might be tired of him, but he's not done.
No, he's not.
No, he's one of the best. He's physically still one of the best specimens in sports, period. Absolutely. I mean, at his age, I'm impressed that he can do that. But, I mean, he puts a lot of money into his regimen. Although he denied it, people have put it out there that he spends like $1.5 million on his taking care of his body. And he sort of denied that, but people are still putting it out there. I don't know. But, I mean, clearly you see he's doing something. He's not just sitting around eating Taco Tuesdays, you know.
I spent $1 million on tacos and beer. I mean, look at me.
And yes, Keith, you are a model.
I'm only 42 years old. Take a look at me. 42 I am. 42.
Yes. You and your killer crossover there.
Yes.
People tell me I look great for 85.
There you go.
That's terrible.
Bastards.
You're right. Doing you dirty there.
Yeah, they doing you dirty. Yeah.
I'm angry. Now I'm angry. I'm ready for the rest of the show.
Okay.
Yes. Good. That's great for this show.
Okay, Jack. Okay, let's switch to a different sport here. Major League Baseball. The Red Sox tie franchise record with 15 straight wins. Those dudes are on fire. I don't know what's going to take to get to knock them down a notch, but they're playing some pretty good ball right now.
It's a good choice too.
They're in your Eastern Conference. Eastern Conference. Geez, I'm going basketball. Your Eastern AL right there.
Yeah, the Yankees have contributed 4 of those 15 wins. So, and they're playing great. I mean, their pitching has come around. Sometimes you just gotta wait, I guess. But I have a hard time thinking they're real contenders because the 45 games or more than that. Just 65 games or whatever it was before that still matter as well. And they played really, really bad. It's almost as bad as anybody in the American League anyway. So I don't know which Red Sox team is the one we're going to see as the season goes on. But enjoy it while you can anyway, Red Sox fans.
Oh, man, Keith. Am I going to give you – am I hearing the B aspect of you? I mean, am I hearing the homer in you, Keith?
It's not a – well, maybe a little bit. But I just don't know. Listen, I'll tell you the same thing about the Yankees, right? I mean, my team is playing horribly. You can't expect your pitchers to go out and give up one run every night, and that's what they're doing right now. So they're playing better than the Yankees, and right now I wouldn't bet against them finishing ahead of the Yankees if Aaron Judge is done for the year.
I mean, they're 6 out from the lead. They're 6 out from the top of the lead. I mean,
6 out, and they're in third place, I think, for the first time all year, and they've got a wild card spot too.
Wow,
facing the second wild card spot.
I think it would take some epic proportions of failure or something bad, catastrophic, for them to not push for that.
This is the danger too, by way of firing your manager, because I don't think they're at all sold on Chad Tracy being their manager going forward. But if they were to continue this and make the playoffs, they're going to have a hard time moving on from him. That's the danger. If that's not the guy you want.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Yeah.
So he's done a good job. So.
Yeah, it's not like the rest of the conference. The American League is doing really well either.
American League's
and so it's crap in a long word. What happened to the Marlins, by the way? Marlins were a hot team, and then they've lost 8 in a row. I mean, they're getting creamed too. I don't know what's going on with them.
Cream of Marlin soup.
Yeah.
Right.
I think I'm more surprised they were 10 games over 500 than losing 8 in a row. So.
Wow.
Yeah, we still do have the Braves sitting on top of the NL East. The Central, we got the Brewers up there. And in the NL West, we have the Dodgers, of course, leading in there. And American League, we have the Rays leading the East, the White Sox leading to Central. And the West, the Rangers are leading. Well, they're tied with the Mariners, I would put it that way, by a game. What's going on in that? Man, you are absolutely right, Bo. Your division is like, they don't know what they want to do. Sometimes they want to win. Sometimes they want to go on a losing streak. Nobody wants to capture the first place. I don't know what's going on there.
No, it's a little bit of a frustrating watch. At the same time, the Mariners are doing exactly what we're used to seeing. All-Star break came and went, and we forget how to play baseball. It's when my hashtag from Hope to Nope really got created, and it's sadly we just keep in the land of endless roller coasters. We keep riding the same one. Like it is, it is really annoying.
Yeah, it seems like all your teams in that division are doing the same thing. The Astros they've won 2 games in a row so far, so they're creeping up there.
Yep. Yeah, but the Mariners are the best team in that division. I mean, all they got to do is hit a little bit because those pitchers are really good, and they should win this for fun in the last couple of months.
For fun.
Could and should and what we'll do are very different things.
I get it. That's why it's baseball.
Keith sees all you gotta do is stick the key in the ignition and turn it on. They're going to be in first place. No problem.
You should in that division. They might be firing a manager.
I mean, but instead we're like, hey, you know what is super fun with cars is the push-off. Yeah, no, it's. I mean, obviously the Angels and the A's, they're mailing it in. I imagine they're sellers at the deadline. But when it comes to the Astros, the Mariners, and the Rangers, I mean, any of them could take it.
But of all those teams, who's got a realistic chance of getting to the World Series? I would say only Seattle. So I would really be guessing a lot if I was these other teams.
See, I would agree on paper, except the Astros have found ways to do it, having these kinds of starts. And you can even make the argument the Rangers did a few years ago. So, I mean, any of them can. This division, you just got to get hot at the right time.
I think the Astros will sell. That's what I think.
Okay.
I'm afraid Jeremy is going to be in Boston. That's that's one of the moves I think is going to happen.
As a Mariners fan, I hope you're right. I'm tired of seeing the Astros doing stuff.
Yeah.
That's the Rangers. Okay. Also, there is a trade deadline coming up here, and speaking of what Bo was leading up to there, so we got a few positional players that are candidates on Wednesday, top 20, basically. Of course, we got Tarek Skubal. He's number one. His trade possibility is 60%. I don't agree with that. Do you guys agree with that? I think the Tigers are starting to hit a roll. And I think they're going to take their chance and keep him until the end of the season. I know a lot of people don't like that. They feel they need to get as many players they possibly can to get, the team better, whatever the case may be. But the Tigers have stipulated a trade clause. Like if he gets traded, they want a pitcher that's, almost like up to his value or the same. I think they should trade for a closer, to tell you the truth. But if they're going to do that, but anyway.
Are they 100% out of the sweepstakes for him long term? They're not going to re-sign him no matter what. I move him.
Yeah, if they're not going to do anything. I mean, if they're not going to do anything in the playoffs, but besides just getting in them, if that's their goal, is just to get in the playoffs, I wouldn't be.
I still don't understand. I never understand these teams that's good enough. Let me make a bunch of these moves just to get myself in the playoffs. When you don't have a realistic chance to win, maybe the Tigers do. If they get healthy and their pitching staff gets healthy, I don't worry about the bullpen, as you said, Brian. But, I mean, I like the team if it ever, gels and they're all healthy at the same time. I like the team.
Well, so why teams do that, and the Mariners are, the prime example of this, is although they generally just miss, but they're also still the ninth most grossing team in the league, despite the fact that they've been to the playoffs twice in the last 23 years. So it's
maybe because you've been all in too many times. You've been all in too many times in those 23 years and given up chips for the future.
Well, I mean, the problem is ownership groups are fine with it, because even if you are just getting in and getting bounced or just missing, you're good enough that people keep coming and filling the stands. And at the end of the day, they're trying to make money. So there's only 3 or 4 teams that are legitimately trying to win.
That's a problem. I mean, that's all those owners. I mean, that's the Artie Moreno syndrome, right? They don't care about winning, just putting people in the stands. Yeah. That's all they care about.
Exactly.
And
it happens in a lot of sports, though.
It's bad for any sport, right?
Yeah.
If you don't have owners that want to win the ultimate games, then I don't want them around. I'm spoiled. I get it.
They shouldn't be owned.
You definitely are that, sir.
Yankee. I'm the first to admit. But the Yankees haven't won anything. I mean, they won one World Series in 24 years. That's not good enough.
Yeah, I don't feel bad for you being a fan of a team that has never made the dance.
But that's part of my problem. As a fan, if I was a fan of that team, I would have a problem. And every year you're doing the same thing, but never good enough to actually contend for a World Series championship.
Yeah.
That's my
why
problem.
I created the hashtag From Hope to Nope.
There you go.
Well, that's because a lot of these team owners too, they believe in the they come from a business world, so where their money that they make is what their goal is. It's not really about winning and losing, because that's what they're business people, most of the people that own these teams. So it's the end game to them. That's the point, not getting to a Super Bowl. And that's the reason why you have teams that are dominant in certain sports, and they keep winning, because everybody else don't care. They're just trying to make that goal of getting the money.
Look at the Astros were able to be dominant for 10 years-ish because they were willing to be really bad for a few years and not fool themselves into thinking every time they were close to a wild card, we'll take a run at it. Braves the same way. I think the Braves kind of do the same thing. They're willing to have a bad year here and there and not go for it every single time when you don't really have a chance.
Right. It's the same thing with the Eagles. The Eagles do the same thing. They'll have a bad year, but then the next year they'll be in the playoffs. To them, that's a disappointing year. Kind of to your point, Keith, where you don't feel that if you're in the playoffs, that ain't nothing to them because they're used to, they're trying to get to a Super Bowl, and they have that mentality because that mentality is set by their GM and their owner. So that's where it lies in.
I have this argument with Jack, like show after show, that getting to the playoffs just isn't enough. Shouldn't be enough for anybody. It shouldn't matter that I'm a Yankee fan and Bo's a Mariner fan. Just getting to the playoffs shouldn't be enough for any fan. Shouldn't be, or any owner. Yeah, see, you got me really early.
Other players that are on the trade block here: Mason Miller from the Padres, relief pitcher. His trade probability is 20%, but he would be a catch to whoever got him.
A couple of Padres should be on this list, and Miller would help a lot of teams. He'd look good at the end of the Yankee bullpen, I know. Probably won't get traded, though, I'm guessing, Miller.
Joe Ryan from the Twins is another one starting pitcher. He's another one. His trade probability is 30%.
Great example of a team that should be selling and may not because they're going to fool themselves thinking they're close.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Brian Brooks will be in that list, I'm guessing, too. Speaking of the Twins.
Hunter Green for the Reds, 50% trade probability that he gets traded. Everybody should be getting traded on the Reds right now.
He's a young guy, though. I mean, I don't know. Reds are just missing. There's a lot of young talent there on the Reds. I don't know what's missing there, but something's seriously wrong there.
Joe, let's not even go there with the Dallas Cowboys.
I mean, I don't know. The Reds just beat the Mariners.
Well,
I mean, you get lucky once in a while. I mean,
blind squirrels, all that.
Reed Detmers for the Angels, 50% probability he'll get traded. He's a starting pitcher as well. I don't see why they wouldn't trade him either. Angels are like Jose Serrano, also from the Angels, starting pitcher. Let's see what else we got. Okay, Casey Mize should not be on this list, to tell you the truth. They should keep Casey Mize. I don't know why they got him on this list.
What's his contract situation? My guess is he might be reaching arbitration eligible.
I think he has a couple more. I think he has like a year or two on his contract. Oh, he's a free agent after this year. No, he's a free agent after this year. Okay. Clay Holmes from the Mets, starting pitcher. Foster Griffin from the Nationals, starting pitcher. A lot of starting pitchers. Freddie Peralta, Mets, starting pitcher. Robbie Ray from the Giants, starting pitcher. Kevin Gausman, Blue Jays. I'm really they're gonna trade. So, where the Blue Jays at? The Blue Jays are way down there, ain't they? Aren't they the last place now?
They are last now, 12.5 out of first.
Wow, how the mighty have fallen. Michael Waka from the Royals, starting pitcher. Trevor Rogers, starting pitcher. A lot of starting pitchers are getting, out there.
It's funny, Brian. You got all these starting pitchers, and like 2 of them will get traded, and 100 relief pitchers will get traded. Happens every trade deadline. Bunch of relievers nobody's ever heard of get traded.
Right. The whole market's just diluted with trades. All right. So on from the Major League Baseball to the NFL. Questions I kind of want to ask you guys. This is going to be an over-under thing on football here about wins and losses.
I'm
going to start about the Arizona Cardinals. I know this is before training camp, so really we don't know who's going to make it out of training camp unscathed. So just give me your best estimate here. So the Arizona Cardinals, their estimated win total is 4.5. Do you see them going higher than that or lower than that?
Under. Way under. 1 win.
Wow.
One win.
Wow.
I wouldn't be shocked they take a run at winless, that team.
Ooh.
Ouch.
No quarterback.
Ouch.
Yeah, I was going to ask, who's their quarterback?
Brissett's having a bad time
now
with them right now, and then they got Carson back, and of course,
they may not win a game.
Minshew. Yeah.
Minshew's on the roster, right?
Yeah. So it'll be Minshew.
Brissett,
I think Brissett is finding his way off this team. So I'm going to go with it's still going to be the under, but I'm going to go with 4 wins because Minshew is a wild card enough that he's going to accidentally win you some games.
Yeah,
right.
True. I think that's I think that's
100%.
That's a really good. Yeah, I think Minshew will accidentally win you a game at least.
Yeah,
a couple games.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what their offensive line looks like. I know they have 2 really good wide receivers there. You got their rookie running back. If the offensive line's intact, I think the offense is going to surprise some people just maybe for a couple of games here because you don't know what the quarterback will give you. I think Carson Beck
2 wins
could be a wild card. He could be a wild card. I mean, you saw Carson Beck play.
That line is pretty bad. And the line is pretty bad. To your point about the offensive line, I like the pick of Jeremiah Love, but it's not going to pan out for a year or 2 because that line is horrible.
Yeah.
Carson Beck, he'll make some brilliant plays, but then he makes some plays that make you think he's like never played quarterback in his life, whether it's turn the ball over or whatever. He's an enigma is what he is.
I'll give them 5 games. I know that division is pretty tough, but I'll give them 5 games. I'm going to give them 5.
Oh, look at that. Beck signed today. That's good.
Over.
Yeah, I mean, they may get 5, but none of them are in the division.
Right, exactly. I think
they get
they're probably going to be tough.
Next team, Atlanta Falcons. Their win total 7.5.
Over,
yeah.
I like the over. I like the coach. I like what they did with the coaching staff. I think he'll coach up whoever gets the quarterback job a little bit, and they've got talent on that field. I'm going to take the over. Not by a lot. Maybe it'll be 8.
Yeah, I mean, I think they wildly underperformed with the talent they had on the roster anyway. So I think having a competent coach in there is going to be helpful. I think they're over. I mean, when you looked at the roster the last couple of years, you were trying to figure out why they weren't winning the division.
Agreed.
I'm going to give them even. I mean, even or under. I mean, because I just been picking them to win a division every year since all that talent's been there, and they have just disappointed and wet the bed. They had Kirk Cousins there. They wet the bed. I mean, they had all those first-round draft picks, running back, wide receiver, tight end, and quarterback, and they still didn't come in first place with none of that. I like the coach there. A lot of people don't like the coach here in Atlanta. I think 2-time coach of the year is not something to sneeze at, and of course he's got the style quarterback that he wants in there with in Tua Tagovailoa, who throws the ball in a matter less than 2-3 seconds. Those short reads, and he's very good at that.
Baker Mayfield plays some of his best ball under Stefanski too.
Absolutely, absolutely, and I think that's what they're they're looking at. And I think they will be. I don't know if they'll improve. I got to see it first to believe it. That's the thing. They burned me by picking them.
That's fair.
To win the division, and plus my team looks a lot better.
Just hold your water there, James. Come on.
It's hard. It's hard to hold my water right now. Yes.
You're probably
really.
If we're at 7, you're probably up pretty soon. So
yeah.
Yeah, I really don't like the quarterback situation they have right now. That's something that just got to be a wait and see. I don't like Penix is not. I just don't like the quarterback situation there. Their quarterback situation is definitely better than what Arizona has right now, but it's still. That's the thing. When you have quarterback situations in your team at the beginning of the season, it always don't. It may not turn out well for you. That's one position you got to have solidified before you go into the season. But it is what it is with Atlanta. We'll see. Baltimore, 11.5.
Under. I just feel like Henry. Oh crap! What's the running back's name?
Yeah,
Derrick Henry. I just feel like the miles are starting to add up on him, and I think you saw some of it late in the season with some turnovers and lack of trust. Now, there's different coaching staff, so that may not be an issue, but I never feel like that team. That's a team I feel like just never meet. The heights they should, and I think maybe Lamar Jackson might be part of that issue. So they bet on the quarterback and not the coach. So we'll see if they were right. Under, but they'll win 10.
I think they went 11, and so I'm still taking the under here. I think there might be a little bit of growing pains with the new coach.
Yeah.
So we'll see. And the big thing for them is, they remember they have a running back when they get to the playoffs, because that's been the biggest issue the last couple of years. Is we're the number one rushing team in the league, and then it's like, oh, we gave our running back 6 plays for this game. It's like, what are we doing?
I guarantee you that was the focal point of the coaching change. I think Mentor is well aware of that. So,
and Mentor is a defensive guy. Let's not forget that Baltimore's team, their defense stunk. So they should be a lot better defensively, and that's going to give the offense opportunity to get the ball back. And I think Lamar Jackson has been listening. He's been hearing the whispers that he's fallen off, and he went from number 2 last year in the 100 top players to 69, which I think is god awful. I think that's a bit much, but again, he's voted by his peers. And so, but I think Lamar's going to see this. He's going to come back. He and Derrick Henry, who puts $200,000 to $300,000 into his body every year, had 1,400 yards this last season. I know he had 1,900 the year before that. So I don't think he's fallen off too much. I just think that those fumbles were were pretty bad. But that being said, I'm going to take the over. I think they're still in the division with Cleveland, with Pittsburgh, and Cincinnati. So I like them to still be the head of that division until the other teams prove otherwise. I like Lamar and company, and I think they're going to get 11 or 12 games.
All right, next team, the Buffalo Bills, Keith's favorite team, 10.5.
Over. I think the Bills' window's still wide open. They got the best quarterback in football, in my mind, or at least one of the top 3. Yeah. And one of the top running backs in the game. Their offense is still good. I like some of the moves at wide receiver. I think the defense plays well enough to keep them in games. They're still going to have to score a bunch of points, and Josh Allen's going to have to win games, but I don't see any reason they won't. Over.
What you got, Bo?
Yeah, I think they're a 12-win team, so I'll take the over there.
So I'm going to take the over as well. I mean, DJ Moore has been added to the mix, and finally, I think he has a legit number 1 wide receiver there. Still 29, still in his prime, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be a bit disgusted that he got traded out of Chicago, and he's going to want to prove that you made a mistake. And I like James Cook in the backfield, like you said.
Great play.
Regular season is not the problem for them. They're going to do their thing in the regular season. The playoffs is what we're looking at here. Playoffs. So yeah, they're playoffs. Playoffs? Are you kidding me? Playoffs? No. So definitely, I think they go 12, 13 games, and they win a division.
All right. So this next team, everybody got to be walking on needles. Carolina Panthers, 7.5.
All right, I'm going to say goodnight.
Please.
Tap it out.
What's their
7.5?
What are they giving them? 7.5.
I'll throw myself in front of the bus. Under 7. They're going to get 7 wins. Just miss. Because I think the rest of that division is better. I think the Saints are better. I think the Falcons are better. I think Tampa will be better than they played last year. Baker Mayfield's healthy, and they're healthy as a rule. I just don't see where the wins are going to come from. 7.
Oh, you really are stepping in front of the bus, sir.
I know. I got such a nice text the other day, too.
It's fine. You can grab the right side tires. I'll grab the left. I actually agree with you. I think it's going to be 7 wins. So, yeah.
I don't know, man.
It might put them right in the hot, though, James.
I mean, they benefited.
I think this whole division got better, minus Tampa. Tampa's they might have stepped back a little bit because they lost Mike Evans. They lost their one of their great linebackers retiring. I mean, although they did draft the kid out of Miami,
might put them
but I do think they're going to be better. I think I'm going to go over 7. I just think Jalen Phillips they put on defense. They got him Devin Lloyd. That's to add to their who's their middle defensive tackle. Who's that guy? Who's the defensive tackle there? I forgot.
Brown.
Yeah, I mean, that defense is gonna be a lot better, man. I'm not gonna kid myself. They look good on defense. Now, mind you, they drafted they got a really good wide receiver who's rookie of the year last year. Too. And I just think they're gonna be better. I'm picking my team to be better, but I just think it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a tougher division, and we swept them last year. It might not be like that. Derek Brown, exactly.
Totally just stepping out of the way of the bus pick. I know that, James. Like, you have no confidence in anything you just said there. None.
Yeah. Exactly.
No, I do.
Exactly.
I do, man. I don't want to trust me. I don't want to give them credit at all. I can't stand none of these teams in my division. None of them. But I'm very open-minded when I see things. I mean, it's like, okay, they look a lot better. Obviously, they look defensively, they look a lot better.
Nope.
And so add them.
Show mine and Bowles will be beat up beyond recognition.
Yeah, no. You're open to lying to yourself. It's totally fine. No, I mean, when you think of Tampa last year, they were right there with the entire team hurt. Right. So you can talk about the people that have exited, but they weren't playing with them anyway.
Mm-hmm. True. That's a point there. All right. The Chicago Bears, their win total, they project is 9.5.
Over. I like to see them to get better. I think Caleb Williams is only going to get better. They're going to be better, more in grasping what Ben Johnson wants to do, I think, as an offense. I think the defense is better. They're over. Tough division, but over. Not by a lot. I think they'll all be around that 10 mark.
Yeah. That's the way I look at it. I think they're all going to be kind of 10, 11 win team. Yeah. That's going to be the other toughest division, in the league. So I think they're all going to play pretty well. They're going to cannibalize each other a little bit, which is why I think they're all going to be around that 10 mark. But yeah, I think they'll kind of be right there.
Yeah, I don't buy Minnesota. I think they're going to be tough. They're probably going to be at the bottom of that barrel. I like Detroit to bounce back a little bit from where they were. I mean, because the talent's just too good. If they don't do anything with that talent, somebody's got to go, because it's just that team's just way too talented to not bounce back. It's unfortunate that you don't have the offensive coordinator that you had before, B. But I really think that team is way too talented. I mean, that's probably the most talented team offensively, specifically, out of any team in that division, any team that, bar none. But Chicago, to give them credit, would they give them 9.5?
9.5, yeah.
I'm going to give them the over. Even with that said, I like the quarterback maturation. I think he's going to get a lot better continuously. That he had a lot of moxie in the playoffs. I just think that talent there, and of course their coach is going to. The sky's the limit for them. They're only going to elevate, and I really think that. But it will hurt them a little bit letting DJ Moore go, because I'm not sold on Rome Odunze. I'm not sold on him just yet. He's got a little bit more to show me. They cleared the way. Now you got to be the number one guy, and he didn't really show me that while they were playing together. That's the only question mark. But the tight end, is Cole Kmet still there, or did he get traded?
Yep. Nope.
Cole Kmet and the Loveland, right? They're both there. Yep. I mean, that tight end combination is incredible.
And I believe they drafted another tight end. in the draft there. So, and he's a pretty good blocker. He's a real
Yeah.
good blocker tight end. Because I know one thing from Ben Johnson, he likes his tight ends. He loves his tight ends. He did a lot of that in
Pause.
Detroit too. So, yeah.
That's a very pause moment there, sir. Yeah.
I like
But-
Pause if you were thinking about it. But
Burns
anyways,
He's got to stay healthy. Yes, he's
Yeah.
got to stay healthy. But I give them 10, 11 wins.
all right. I got Cincinnati Bengals 9.5.
Well, this is my Atlanta, James, over. Again, the defense you'd think has got to play better. Remind me, did Joe Burrow get hurt last year?
Yes.
No,
He didn't get hurt last year. I lose track.
no, he didn't. So he's on track to be.
I think he did. No, I think
Yeah,
he
he
did
did.
get hurt last
missed
year.
half
He
the
did get hurt
season.
last year.
Yeah.
He missed half the season. Yeah. He did get
Oh,
hurt.
it was the year before. It was the year
He had
before.
the turf toe.
Oh, okay, so he might be good.
Over. Joe Burrow overcomes that
Every year.
defense again. They'll probably bury themselves early, but they'll win like 8 in a row to win 10 games. How's that?
Well, he put himself out there saying that he thinks this team reminds him of the 2019 LSU Tigers. So I believe he thinks they're Super Bowl contenders.
That
So
team wouldn't
we
do very
shall
good in
see.
the NFL this year either, though. So, but I'm still going to take the over at 10.
Yeah. What was the projection?
9.5.
Yeah, I'm going under. Yeah, I'm going to give them eight or right at 9.
Pick them to win the division again.
I mean,
Eventually, I get it right.
so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with 9 also, because although the defense should be significantly better than last year, not that that is saying anything at all. They didn't do anything with that offensive line, so I'm putting money on Burrow getting hurt.
Robbie and his Pittsburgh.
I was going to say the same thing about Lamar Jackson, but I kept it to myself.
Oh, come on. Neither one of these guys are soft.
I don't think so.
Yeah. First of all, I'm a fan of both these guys, but Robbie, I got to, come on, man. Robbie.
Why he's a Pittsburgh
When-
Steelers
when-
fan.
I was going to say, when's the last time he had a quarterback get to the Super Bowl, sir?
Who's
Well,
that?
technically,
I mean,
when's the
last
Big Ben bathroom burger. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the guy that's been there.
That's probably saying it nice too.
I mean-
Staying in the AFC North, we got the Cleveland Browns. Their win total is 5.5 that they got projected.
Under.
Yeah, we know.
Under. Just too much. It's too much of a mess. The head coach search was a mess. They hired a guy that maybe the worst hire of the year.
He's the only one that could get the job.
Oh, my God.
Under. They'll play 5 quarterbacks during the course of the year.
We each got
What's
both.
what is it?
5.5.
Under.
Oh, no, they get more than 5.
Yeah, I think they get 6. I think the hook is what gets you there. They're still not a good team, and the fact that they can't figure out the quarterback position for the entirety of their franchise, I don't believe in it. So if they surprise me and they rattle off 10 wins, awesome for them. But I have zero faith in this franchise as a whole. So I'm going to go 6 total.
Just based off their defense alone, I mean, I think they can get 7 wins. Exactly. That's what I was thinking, 7. Look, you got rid of Myles Garrett, the guy that commands double and triple teams, and still got how many sacks? 23? Yeah, exactly. I think Jared Verse is no slouch. I really think – I'm not going to say he's going to get 23 sacks, but I'm thinking he's going to command some double and triple teams and allow some of those other guys on that line, that the linebacking core. Who's the kid that was the rookie of the year, defensive rookie of the year? The Schlesinger or what's his name?
Yeah, Schlesinger. Yep, you got
They got a defense out this world, man. I mean, it's
You'll have to expect that defense to score like 10 points a game, which is impossible.
no. I really think Judkins is still a really good underrated running back. I like the wide receiver core there, and I think the biggest question is who's going to play quarterback, and I think it's ultimately going to be Shedeur Sanders. He's not going to start out the gate. I know they're going to try to give the guy that they owe a lot of money to every opportunity to play starting quarterback. I just don't have any faith in him, but I do think Shedeur will be even better. Now right now, even though everybody's saying like, oh, he's doing good things and whatever in the camps and stuff like that in the competition. Yeah, of course, he's not really showing anything, but I think he's going to be much improved.
We talk about players, but you know what? We got a coach who, to me, is not worthy of the job, a head coaching job in the NFL, and that.
Oh, you mean Monken?
That mess could overwhelm the entire franchise. That's why I think they'll lose games. Not so much the players on the field. I think the talent is there to win more than to win 7 games or maybe even one more. But I think the coach.
Has he had a head coaching job before? Has he had one before?
No, he's been an offensive coordinator in college for most of his time until the last couple of years in Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we shall see.
What I do?
All right. Dallas Cowboys, 8.5.
Oh, Cowboys, over. This team has got, listen, another one that always screws me every year, but the Cowboys have no excuses, none. Their defense is good. I mean, injuries to major players, I suppose, is the only excuse you can come up with. But if they're healthy, they're the best team in the East. They're better than the Eagles, I think. And I'll take them over. And I think they win the division.
Better than the Eagles.
Better than the Eagles.
Which good, Bo.
Bo had enough of this.
Bo knows how to exit.
Bo heard Dallas, and he said, I got to go.
Nope. Don't want to touch that one.
Nope, not going to touch that one. 8.5. What you got, James?
I'm going to agree with Keith, man. I think that defense looks a heck of a lot better than what they did. And I think offensively, as long as Dak is upright, and that's the question mark to me, is their offensive line. Running back, I don't know what did they do anything at running back? Oh, the kid they had last year was 1,000-yard rusher, so I think they're gonna keep him, and you got those two, that double-headed monster at wide receiver, so I can see them. Of course, any fan can always automatically say 12. Yeah. I would say 9 to 10 wins. Okay.
All right. So the next team we got go up on the list here is the Denver Broncos, 9.5.
Over. I think the team's really good. Bo Nix is a lot better than I thought he was going to be. Assuming he's healthy. They got one of the greatest coaches in the game, and they'll be over.
Over what? What is it?
9.5.
Yeah,
for Denver.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over 9.5 as well. Yeah. I mean, they're in the division with who? With the Raiders, San Diego,
the Chargers.
Kansas City still there.
Yeah,
I think Kansas City might bounce back, but I don't know if we're bringing that up or not. But I'm gonna go over 9.5 too. I agree with you, Bo Nix. I was not. I mean, again, I've watched him in the SEC with Auburn. I wasn't impressed, and then when he got to Oregon, I thought that he was a product of a system there.
Absolutely,
and I was totally wrong. Yep, totally wrong. He's just improved and gotten better.
Last year, I don't think it was his greatest year. I think he actually had a better rookie year than he had last year.
I would agree.
But the other thing that was missing from that team was Johnny Morton. Now, John Morton went to Detroit to be the offensive coordinator, which didn't work out for him. But he was the passing coordinator, and that's what his job is going to be again for Denver because he went back to Denver. They hired him as the passing coordinator again. So he did a good job.
But what I would tell you, the difference is I saw a quarterback in Buffalo have a great regular season, but have a terrible playoffs. And you had an okay regular season with Bo Nix in Denver, but had an impressive playoff display. And so, I mean, that's what really matters. And Sean Payton, he's tied with a great coach, and you saw what Sean Payton and Drew Brees, the magic they made in New Orleans. I think Denver is, if Sean Payton's willing to stay there a long time, they're going to be a team to be reckoned with for sure. So I definitely give them the over for sure.
Okay. All right. Next team is the Detroit Lions. Their win total is 10.5.
Over. I think, again, another team that's popular to say the window's being closed, similar to the Bills. I mean, there's too much talent there for the window to be closed. It's not slam shut. If it is closing, they have a lot of opportunity left here. And I think something's got to happen. Brian, you would probably have a better feel for this than I do, but I feel like if this team were to flop again this year, there'd be a lot of change in that organization. So I think they're going to go over. I think they're good enough to do that. They got to be healthy. Jahmyr Gibbs is one of the underrated backs in the league in my mind, and I think 12 wins.
Oh, wow.
They're all going to be 9, 10, 11, 12. That whole division.
What you got, Jay?
I give them the over. The only thing about the Lions is that the question mark to me is the second running back, David Montgomery. You always talked about it. That was a big deal. Did they get anybody to replace him?
Pacheco.
Okay, so but you don't really like that replacement.
He's not a good blocker. He's the same running back as Jahmyr Gibbs is, where Monty was more of the bullheaded, I'm going to go through the line, 3 yards in a cloud of dust type of dude. That's not what Pacheco is. Pacheco, he's a tough guy. Don't get me wrong. Pacheco's a tough guy. But his health is an issue, and he's like the same. He's a what do you call it? Timo 2.0 of Jahmyr Gibbs. That's basically what he is. But
I mean, he's an Alibaba 2.0 of Jahmyr Gibbs. But yeah, I would. You give him too much credit with Timo. I would say I think he's good enough. But that would be the only question mark for me. And defensively, I don't know, and maybe your secondary. Defensively,
secondary is rough right now.
Yeah. But I still give them just the talent offensively. I still think they can command 10.5 wins there.
All right. The Green Bay Packers, their win total is also 10.5. What do you got there?
Now it gets tough. I'm going to go under, but like with the hook, 10, but under. I can't pick all those teams to win 12.
Right.
It'd be tough. I mean, remember that division did once before. I mean, they were pretty much there.
Last year, they were the only division. I think it was since 1940s that were over 500. Every team was over 500.
Yeah, I like the team, but I think they'll be under 10.
I know. I think Minnesota is going to regress more than them. I think Detroit will be over. I like them. I mean, not Detroit, but excuse me, Green Bay. I think both Detroit, Green Bay, and Chicago probably will battle it out. I think all three of those teams still pretty talented, and they should be up there too.
Too many acronyms. I don't know what the hell's going on here.
Yeah, the wide receiver. They got rid of a couple of good wide receivers. Their cornerback.
That is true. You know what? I may have to retract what I said. I forgot about those guys. That played a major role in their offensive aerial attack. So yeah, I'm still gonna go. I'm still gonna go over.
I think they've got some young talent still at wide receiver. I think if it, again, stay healthy. That's everybody's mantra, right? Stay healthy, but I think
if Jordan Love can throw a deep, accurate pass, they'll be fine.
Well, Jordan Love can stay. If Jordan Love can play close to what the quarterback he plays the first half of the season at the end of the season,
right? That too.
He'll be much better off.
Yeah.
Oh, also Jordan Love's health. And they don't have a backup like they did Malik Willis there anymore.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
I'm retracting. I'm going with the under. I didn't think that was true.
They got Clifton.
I'm going with the under.
Backup. So,
all right. Davis from Amen.
No, his last name is Clifton.
I'm just joking.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying.
Hey, no, you know what? Nobody's paying attention to him anyway. The next team is the Houston Texans. They got the win total at 9.5.
Under.
Over. You going under?
Under. Not a lot. Again,
Wow.
9, but I'll take the under. I don't think it's going to take a lot to win that division, win-wise. I think it's going to be another low, Jacksonville, Indianapolis, Texans all be close together. I'm still not sold on C.J. Stroud. I know, we talk about his weapons being hurt in the offensive line. There's always a lot of excuses for C.J. Stroud, but sooner or later you got to step up. And, maybe he'll prove me wrong, but under.
True that, but man, look, that defense. You got Indianapolis, Jacksonville, and Tennessee. I'm going to give them, I'm going to give them over. Yeah, I just think that's always one of the weakest divisions and that defense is incredible. And didn't they add somebody to the mix?
Montgomery to the defense?
Yeah, they added the guy from Philadelphia, the safety from Philadelphia. They got him.
Yeah, I just think that defense is just stout, and they will give many opportunities to C.J. Stroud to try to right the wrongs. And he's got a decent wide receiver core. Hopefully, Tank Dell can come back. I know he had terrible injuries, but you got the big guy. What's the big wide receiver's name? I forgot the kid's name.
Nico Collins.
Yes. Yeah.
Who else? I mean,
you're right.
Other guys there, but they're always getting hurt, and I don't like the running game. I know you guys love David Montgomery, but I don't think he's a guy to come in there. They keep bringing guys in a year too late. Joe Mixon, Nick Chubb. I mean, it goes on with their running backs. And I think Montgomery's going to be another guy that disappoints a bit there.
Blankenship. Thank you.
Blankenship, yeah.
And defenses, they are the best defense in football. And, similar to who else? We talked about somebody else with defense. It's only going to take, I can't remember who it was. It's only going to take you so far.
Cleveland. We talking about Cleveland.
Right. And, I just don't think you're going to score enough points. Great defense. If they win, it'll be because of that for sure.
I'm just going to put this out here.
I just gave them over because of their division.
Their offensive line is a lot better this year.
Well, it's not like I'm picking them to win 6 games either. I said 9. Under half a game.
I've seen some places where they said the Houston Texans are going to be the best team in the AFC. So it really all depends on how that offense is. If that offense it gears up, then that team is going to be a force to be reckoned with. That's really all that counts. We're not worried about the defense. The defense is A1. They're the best.
I am with Keith. Keith, I don't have any excuses for C.J. Stroud. He's got to play better.
Well, exactly. This is true. Yeah. Yeah, defense took them to the playoffs last year. See, now if they had any little bit of offense, they would be lethal. Speaking of teams in their division, Indianapolis Colts in 8.5, they have them.
Over. 9. Not a lot over. Again, I'm going to that one tick over. But I think, again, that division is going to be very close between those 3 teams. And Daniel Jones is healthy. He played very well last year and clicked with that team well. Jonathan Taylor is one of the best backs. I think the defense there is pretty good. I think that team wins 9 anyway, maybe 10.
They reached on their wide receiver, though. They paid that guy $100 million. What's his name? What's the kid's name? He just barely got it. Pierce. Pierce. Excuse me, man. He's another one who can't stay healthy as well, and yet again he got 1,000 last year. So, but I think his yards per catch is what was impressive. I think he had over 20 or 21, something like that.
He was high on the Patriots free agent list, but they weren't going to pay that kind of money, I don't think. Or
I would not have either. I would have let him walk.
Yeah,
because you got some other guys that are on the offense that play wide receiver that are pretty decent. Man, excuse me, this hiccups. Where is this coming from?
What wide receivers are a dime a dozen in the NFL. That's one position I wouldn't have no problem replacing. I mean, you got your elite, but mostly everybody's mid-pack anyway. So
their defense is going to be questionable too. I like Sauce Gardner, but I mean, has he fallen off? We'll see. I mean, he's getting paid a lot of money. I don't know. I got the under with them. Excuse me. Wow.
Okay. Now we got the Jacksonville Jaguars. Their win total is 9.5.
Under 9. I got all these teams at 9, so they're going to fight it out at 9 and 10 wins. Somebody's going to beat me, but I'll take them all with the hook. 9. I'll go under.
I'm with you on that one. They let go of Achan, Travis Achan, and
that's a big loss to
yes, tremendous. But he came back home to New Orleans, and that's a big game for us.
Very big.
No, it better be for $52 million, 4-year contract. But definitely, that's a big loss for them.
He was still going back and forth about Travis Hunter too. So I mean, it's like, defense or offense.
They should play him on defense and be done.
Play one. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But yeah. All right, Kansas City, 10.5.
This probably won't be popular either, but I'm going to take the over. I think Mahomes comes back sooner than people think, and I think he comes back healthy, and I think that team has a point to prove. I think they drafted well. I think this team might reclaim that division. I'm going to go over.
I'm with you. I'm going with the over as well. I think Mahomes, he's still the face of the league, and obviously he was on a down year with the worst thing that could happen is having an ACL tear, and somebody's coming back and ready to come back with a vengeance. I think the question mark though is their wide receiver group. I mean, that's really. I mean, I really question. I mean, not just like the guys that are not talented, just with the questionable decision making off the field.
Well, that's a problem, right?
Yeah, I mean, but other than that, I still like their defense. I like the acquisition that they got for they drafted.
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah, but I think they're over as well.
Well, I can stop right here and we can continue to design next week. Or if you want to stay on a little bit longer.
We can finish up if you want.
Okay.
You're not on?
No, I'm good. I'm back on the fifth for college football.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's why I asked. That's another reason why I asked.
Got to rest these brain cells. I don't have that many left. I can't wear them all out. Weeks off of the college football.
Las Vegas Raiders, 5.5.
Under. I'm not sold on the quarterback. I mean, Giante's got to be better. Unproven coach, hot young assistant, get some new energy in there. But I mean, they got one great player on offense, one great player on defense. I don't think that's enough. Bauer, he'll make a bigger difference than most tight ends if he's healthy. Again, there's always that if he's healthy. But I just can't. I think they're going to win 3 or 4 games. They'll be better down the line if the quarterback's good, but he's got a lot. He has a long ways to go to be ready to play in the NFL.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to go with the under as well. I like the quarterback, but again, this is the Raiders we're talking about.
Yeah,
I mean, I just don't until they can prove that they can get to the 2002 Super Bowl with Jerry Rice and everybody else. I just don't see a team like that in the future until they get things straight. Yeah, Kirk Cousins is definitely going to start, but I mean,
10 games. Wow.
Is that play 10 games or win 10 games?
You got to be specific on that, Joe.
Sorry, Joe.
I don't know. Yeah, 10 games, man. Wow, somebody's man. What are we? Are you hanging with Aaron Rodgers with the mushrooms, man?
And next we got the Los Angeles Chargers, 9.5. They have them projected.
Over. I think Mike McDaniel makes a huge difference in this offense and in Jason Herbert. And I think this team wins 10 or 11 games. I think that's going to be a really tight race to the top with Kansas City, San Diego, and Denver. It's going to be a great race, similar to what we saw in the NFC West the last couple of years. And I'll take them over. Not by a lot. But
yeah, I like that too.
LA's other team, the Rams, they got them at 11.5.
Over. It's a big number, but over. I think they went 12 or 13. That defense has gotten better, obviously, with McDuffie and Garrett. I mean, I may not understand their draft pick, but that doesn't matter. They're still really good. And I think they went 12 or 13. Stafford's still one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Now, let me ask you something. Would you go even further over if they got Aaron Donald back on that team?
I'd be. I don't know about the further over, but I'd be more confident in my over pick. How's that? Is that fair? Because again, 13 is a lot of wins in this league, right? So,
especially in that division. Yeah, I'm gonna say I go with the over as well. They just look like
it's gonna be interesting.
If they're the team if they're the team that's projected to go to the Super Bowl, especially if Aaron Donald comes back and he has like an 8-game stipulation possibly, where he plays like their best 8 games and all of the playoff games. Yeah, that them on the line together is going to be pretty scary. And so, yeah, I give that the over as well.
Yeah, their defense is already pretty good anyway. So even without Aaron Donald. Miami Dolphins, 4.5.
Under. Under. I don't see. I'm not. Again, this is similar to Cardinal situation. I don't see a lot of talent around that field. Other than Waddle and under 3 wins.
Wow. Miami 4.5.
I don't know, man. I mean, what's the worst record ever in NFL football?
0-17.
0-6. I don't think anybody's lost 17, have they, Brian? 16, I think.
Yeah,
I give them the under. They might push for the record with 0-17.
They might. I said they might chase the Cardinals here for the worst record.
Oh my goodness.
Under 0.
Under 0.
-1.
Yes. It's freezing in Miami, right? Yeah.
Yeah. No more hot in the hot sun stuff anymore. It's not going to make a difference for them. Minnesota Vikings at 8.5.
I'm going to go over. I think they win 9 again. I think they figure out the quarterback situation well enough. There's a lot of talent around that team outside of the quarterback position, and they figured it out last year with probably worse quarterback room than they have right now. So over.
Yeah, I mean, so they still finished at 9-8. I mean, they finished.
They had a nice run at the end of the year. I think they win 9 again. I think 9 is the worst record in that division. 9-8.
Yeah, I think that that team is another one that it all depends on how their quarterback is. Whoever starts, if they play well, that team's going to be well.
I'm getting sick here, James. So you
I think motion sickness.
What's happening?
Sorry, man. My phone's about to go out.
This is like a video of my granddaughter running around the house with the cell phone. Jeez.
There you go.
So yeah, for me, Minnesota, I picked the under for sure.
Picked the under. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The New England Patriots. There you go, Keith. 9.5. That's what they got them projected as.
I was prepared to go under because I thought it was going to be more than that. But I'll go over, but not a lot. This team won't win 14 games. They might only win 10, 11, but I think they'll still be a Super Bowl contender. They got they got a tough division. They got the North, all the North. They got San Diego, Denver, Seattle, Kansas City. Who else? Somebody else I'm forgetting here. That's the tougher, plus Buffalo twice. Mm-hmm. So I think they win 10, 11 games, but I think they're still, at the end of the year, they'll likely be a better team than they were this past year. Just not as many wins.
Damn, we lost James before we got to his team.
He's going to have an awful neck ache the way he's laying there, too.
So the New Orleans Saints, 7.5.
Oh, James is gone. Over. Mm-hmm. Over. I like Shuck. I like the ATN acquisition. I like a lot of things they did in the offseason. And I think they win 9 games, and they'll contend for that division. And I think them, Tampa Bay and Atlanta, are going to be very close, like a lot of these other divisions.
Yeah, I think the Saints will win in that division, and I think they'll win about 10 games. Let's see, which is way over what they picked. New York Giants, 7.5.
Where's Danny? I'm not going to get roped in this year. The Giants are going to be better.
He's waiting for you. Trust me.
They're going to be better. They're not going to be wild card better. They're not going to be over 7.5 games better, wins better, but the team will be better. The problem is the wide receiver room sucks right now. Neighbors is not ready to play probably when the season starts, and I'm not confident in anybody else that they've brought into that room. The running backs are still a little iffy because Scadaboo is going to get hurt continuously in his career, I'm sure, especially if he continues to do backflips off a stage. But Harbaugh's going to change the culture there, but it's going to take a year or two. And they'll be a better team this year, but it won't show up in wins that much. Under. Win like 6.
Yeah. I'm going to put them at
maybe 5.
Put them at about 7. I'll put them at 7.
They might go as high as 7. They got some problems still, though.
Yeah. I think their defense will be better just because of Harbaugh being there.
Yeah, I agree.
Other than that, yeah, because last year they had all the talent on their defense and they couldn't do anything. And I was like, I couldn't figure that one out for the life of me. All right, the other New York team, the Jets, they got them at 5.5.
Not known. I don't know what division they played. They played the North as well. Do you know?
No, they played the NFC.
Who they got? They got.
Yeah, I do think they do play the Jets.
They do.
Yeah,
they have the North.
Yeah.
I'm going to go under. Part of me thought, picking up Geno Smith they might accidentally win too many games because I think this team wants a tank. Personally, I don't think they want to win more than 4.5 games. I think they'll want to win 2, but under.
Yeah. You know what? I think I'm gonna give them, just because I'm a Aaron Glenn slappy. I'll put them at 7 games. Win 7 games. Just because I'm an Aaron Glenn slappy. But anyway, I don't think they're gonna win more than that though.
And by the way, Aaron Glenn shouldn't get judged on this year because, again, I don't think they want to win, Brian. And if they were to win 3 games and fire him, I think it'd be criminal because they're not setting themselves up to be very good.
And this is what we're talking about, the GM and the ownership and what they perceive their team. I mean, they're sending signals that they don't want to win so they can get a good pick, and that's not good. No, I mean, at least be a faker. You know what I'm saying? I know it sucks, but be a faker at least. Yes, the Jets do need Jesus. Philadelphia Eagles. They got them at 10.5.
I'm going to go under. I think they'll be around 10. I think they'll be around 10. Cowboys 11, Eagles 10. Sounds right.
No, I don't think he was set up. I mean, he knew what he was getting into. Yeah, I just think that he didn't get into a favorable situation.
No.
He didn't get into a Dan Campbell situation. So he doesn't sound like he has too much support of his ownership either. That's another thing I don't like. Pittsburgh, win total 7.5. Here you go, Robbie. Chime in.
Sorry, Robbie. Under. Aaron Rodgers is not going to play better a year later than he played last year. I just don't see where this team's going to compete in that AFC North. I think they finished last in that division.
So goes 0-100. Damn,
6 wins.
That's like a whole bunch of years them being bad. I think that the Steelers, I think they'll fight for a contention in that division. I'm not sold on Baltimore yet because they're going through a whole. You got to remember, you were under a coach for so long, and now you have to adjust to another coach. And he's a defensive-minded coach, where Harbaugh was more offensively minded. And I don't know, man. I like Minter too, and I'm a advocate of Minter, Michigan coach at one time, and he was also the defensive coordinator for the Baltimore Ravens. So it's not like he doesn't know that team. But in Baltimore and Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh seems like they always usually have the better of them.
That's why I like the Bengals. That's why I like the Bengals.
So I'm gonna go probably with about 9 wins for Pittsburgh. Ooh. I think that they can get up there. I'm not really sold on Cincinnati either, to tell you the truth. I didn't chime in on any of those picks because we had a whole crew on here. But I ain't picking you to finish last. That's for sure. I'm just picking. I'm not. We're doing placements in the division.
I did say last. I did say last.
Oh, you say last?
I did. Yeah.
Well, they got Cleveland in there. Cleveland is definitely last.
They may battle.
Yeah. San Francisco 49ers. They got them at 10.5 in that division.
Under. It just feels like they did a lot of smoke and mirrors last year. I'm still not sold on Purdy with a downgrade in talent. The offensive line is not that good. McCaffrey's due to get hurt again.
I'm with you, Robbie.
The wide receiver room isn't that good. Kittle's a year older. 9 at least. 9 at most. Under.
And they're having problems with the Brandon Ayuk. That I don't know how much that's going to take attention off. I mean, Kyle Shanahan's a pretty good coach on that, but still,
I think that situation's behind him, isn't it? I mean, he's not coming back to them, so I don't know how much.
Yeah, pretty much he ain't going anywhere, Brandon Ayuk, because he done burn all his bridges.
Yeah, who wants to take that mess on?
Then he's going after the NFL Players Association too. It's like, dude, what are you doing? You just don't want to play football no more in this particular league? Whatever, it is what it is. Seattle Seahawks, they got them at 10.5 as well. I'd say they make that.
I'd say over. It's still a good football team. The defense, I don't know that they lost anything major off their defense. I like that defense a lot. I mean, losing Kenneth Walker will hurt them, but they made a nice pick in the draft to add to Charbonneau. So
yes, that was really good. Yeah,
I think they'll have a very similar attack they had last year. Now, Sam Darnold obviously is the wild card.
Mm-hmm.
Put it back to back. Well, yes, put back-to-back seasons together. I mean, but he won big games last year where that was a knock on him. So he might be over the hump. I think this team is definitely the class of them and the Rams. It's going to be a battle for sure.
All right, and then you got your team that you were talking about earlier, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 8.5.
Well, that's a hard one. But again, I like all those teams around 9, so I'll take over.
Yeah, I'm not bullish
Except for the Carolina Panthers. Sorry.
I'm not bullish on the Buccaneers. I'm taking under on them. I just don't think that they have enough anymore. They got rid of Mike Evans. I don't know how much Ekeba is going to take over that wide receiver number 1 position. He showed me that, he came out firing in the beginning of the season and he just dropped an egg in the last 6 games. I mean, he was like a non-factor in that, and he wasn't. I don't like that. When I see a rookie do that, kind of makes me think about the next season, especially when you got to be the number 1. The only reason I think these teams all be around 9 is I don't think any of them can dominate. I think they'll be better, but I don't think any of them can dominate. So I don't see a team winning 10, it's
11,
going to be
12.
a typical NFC. At least this year, I think that the team that wins the division is actually going to be above 500. So,
yeah.
The Tennessee Titans, 6.5.
Wow.
That's pretty much right.
I think, I'm going to say under, only, again, 6 wins. They got some work to do yet.
I do like the hire of the coach, of Robert Saleh, and of course of the offensive coordinator that they got, what's his face from Buffalo, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. I mean, if you're not going to win at least 4 games in your division, I can't see how they're going to win, 4 out of their division.
Yeah.
You see them winning? I don't see them being over.
I mean, I could probably give it. Well, if you twisted my arm for the Titans, I think they're going to be an up and coming team. I think they're just got to get it together. I don't know how that's going to wheel on. Ownership. Ownership is another one that just trips up people. Mike Vrabel, for instance, they just been tripping up their head coaches. It depends on the ownership and how they handle this whole situation. But I think they can win at least 5. 5 sounds good. All right, the Washington Commanders, 7.5.
Again, it's another if healthy. Jaden Daniels is healthy. I can see them winning 8 or 9 games.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take the over. Not much over.
Yeah, I'll take about 8 games for them to win next year. I think they're going to be better than the Giants. I don't think they're going to be better than Philly or the Cowboys.
Yeah, I would have them third there.
So that will conclude of all the teams there that we went through for the NFL. Just pre things, just to get a kind of feel of where these teams could be at.
I reserve the right to change my opinion last week in August.
Well, yeah, everybody does. Yeah, we'll probably have another show after training camp happens.
Yep.
And just to make sure everybody's healthy. Then we can really make an educated guess on these. I just kind of want to do it beforehand to see where everybody's water was at on these teams. By the way, just for you, I didn't say anything about the Lions. I think the Lions will probably be about 10 wins. I don't know if they're going to win a division. There's too many question marks to me right now. Their offensive line is again being shifted. They got Penei Sewell. I'm not even worried about Penei Sewell. He's going to be good whether he's on right tackle or left tackle. He's one of the best tackles in the league. Not worried about him. It's the interior line that's being shifted around. We got Blake. They're projecting Blake is going to start the other side of right tackle, and then we have Cade Mays, who was okay in Carolina, and he is a touch better than Graham Glasgow, who retired, but at the same time, he ain't that much better. And then we have a rookie, second-year sophomore, and then we got another guy on the other side. They don't even know who's going to start the right guard position, whether it be Frazier or Christian Mahogany. So that's still affected. Now you got Jahmyr Gibbs taking a buttload of the carries now. He's not going to be able to interchange with Montgomery. And Pacheco, like I said, is a Jahmyr Gibbs 2.0. So we'll see how that whole works out. I'm not worried about their receivers.
What was the number there?
Their number was 9 or 10.5.
10.5. Yeah, I think they'll get it. I don't think they're winning a division either, but I think they make a wild card, and I can see them winning 11, 10, 11. So I could go under, but I think they'll be just tick over.
I give you a better prediction in January. Okay, Joe. Yeah, it only worked that way.
Good call.
So, yeah. All right. Well, that concludes us. And thank you, Keith, for staying on here for a little bit more longer so we can talk about the NFL a little bit, get that back on chart. Since training camp is just down the street from starting.
Some are open. Some are open. Yeah.
Yeah, some are open already. Yeah. And we'll get back to some more NFL next week, as well as some MLB. And maybe by that time, we'll know where LeBron James is going. So we'll be able to talk about that. Anyway, everybody have a great rest of your day. And we will talk to you next Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for BA and Keith. Ciao.
See you later.